Good afternoon, gang. It's about lunchtime thereabouts, well, quarter after 11 for me here. And the weather's starting to come in. We're supposed to start getting the snow now about an hour from now, but we're starting to get some flurries. So I figured I can't do anything more outside today, so inside stuff. And after last night, I'm like, all right, you know what? I've been promising this one forever, so it's about damn time I do it. Feeding Fido. So, all right. Now, believe it or not, dogs are omnivores, not carnivores. Okay. Everybody thinks they're carnivores. They're not. Okay. They're just like people. All right. Even though their teeth would tell you they're carnivores, it's just not the truth. Okay. Ever seen your dog eat grass? Grass ain't made of meat. The dog's doing that on his own. So, there's even been studies on timber wolves for years and years and years and years, and find that the wolves eat both plant and animal life. Okay. People just got involved and decided to change nature. Don't mess with Mother Nature. All right. So you get into it. We've all seen the commercials or stuff in the store, Fresh Pet, those tubes of fresh dog food. You should, give the dog this. Okay. You ever looked at the price? At Walmart, a 6-pound tube is $15. Okay. Now, a general rule of thumb is that a dog should get 1 cup of food for every 10 pounds that they weigh. All right. Now, combined, my 2 hounds weigh about 100 pounds. So that would mean I'd need to feed them 10 cups of food a day, or about 5 pounds. That means I'd need 25 tubes of Fresh Pet a month for about $375. Okay, that's more than Mrs. P and I, nearly double what Mrs. P and I spend on groceries. Okay, then you looked at the ingredients. It's chicken liver, eggs, pea protein, pea fiber, carrots, natural flavors. I always love that one. Spinach, vinegar, salt, whatever the hell carrageenan is, never heard of it. Beta-carotene, potassium chloride. It's all right, a poison. Okay. Celery powder. That's what's in there. I can do a hell of a lot better for a hell of a lot less money. And being a prepper, dogs are a prep. I mean, you think about it. They are a first-line security. I mean, how many times have your dogs barked before you know there's something out there? Okay. Ever seen a dog when its owner's getting attacked? I don't care if it's the tiniest little chihuahua. That dog is going to fight for its owner. Okay. No matter if it's a guy, another animal, whatever it is, dogs are a huge prep to have. We need to take care of them. Right. Now, growing, raising, and making healthy dog food is very easy. And I'm going to show you in a minute how easy it is. But just so you know all the different things that you can use, a veterinarian would recommend a diet of about 50% protein, 25% vegetables, and 25% complex carbohydrates. All right. And then, of course, you're going to add a little bit of oil in there or something like that, too. But, okay. Now, proteins, think about this. Chicken, beef, turkey, venison, fish, you name it. All stuff you're either raising, hunting, doing whatever. So very prepper friendly, okay? Plus, I'm betting you've got quite a bit of meats stored that you would use, okay? It's a lot of what I'm going to use here to show you. 25% vegetables. You know me in gardening. Okay, but I want to give you some of the good ones. We all know some of the stuff not to give dogs. You don't feed dogs onions. Don't feed dogs garlic. Don't feed dogs chocolate. Don't feed dogs macadamia nuts, stuff like that, because it's not good for them. But here's some of the good stuff. Apples, okay? Apples contain a lot of vitamin A, vitamin C, good for fiber for the dogs. Blueberries. Yeah, most dogs love blueberries. High level of antioxidants, we all know that. So that helps a dog's immune system. And the funny thing about blueberries is it's also proven to aid a dog's muscle recovery after they've worked hard. And your dog's going to be working hard in an SHTF event, okay? Broccoli, All right. Dogs, like people, seem to reap the cancer-fighting benefits of broccoli. Then you also get a good source of vitamin A, and there's also a substance in broccoli that also slows the progress of osteoarthritis. Copper, the corgi, has arthritis, so this is good for him. He's got his meds for it, but in SHTF, we're not going to be able to get meds. All right. Carrots. My two love carrots. That's one of their treats every day is they get a carrot. But great beta carotene, vitamin A, high fiber, so it's good for their eyes. Good, not the crazy wives' tale eyes stuff, but good for their eyes and good for their coat health. Okay. Cucumbers. Another one of these I'm telling everybody to grow. Good in vitamin C, good in water. Dog's going to need to stay hydrated just like you are. Remember, they don't sweat. Okay. Also high in fiber. I will tell everybody one thing about cukes, though. Take the skins off the cukes before feeding it to the dog. The skins can lead them to upset tummies. All right. Spinach, again, high levels of iron, beta carotene, calcium. Those are things. Make sure you chop up the spinach so it doesn't plug them up. Green beans are great for helping the dog in weight loss. Not that in SHTF we're going to need to worry about that too much, but again, copper is a little rotund. Pumpkin. You've all heard me talk about pumpkin. Veterinarians prescribe pumpkins to dogs all the time. High fiber, helps in weight loss, helps keep a dog regular. Okay, you ever had a constipated dog? That's it. Sweet potatoes is another one. Superfood for us, superfood for the dogs. Again, high in vitamins, minerals, fiber, calcium. Also good food for dogs who have food allergies. Again, copper. Yeah, poor dog. Okay, zucchini. Here's a great one. How much zucchini do we all get? I mean, remember me last year? It's like I'm trying to find stuff to do with zucchini. Shred the zucchini, freeze it. Use the shredded zucchini in your dog food. It's great for them. Again, lots of vitamins, lots of minerals, lots of fiber. All stuff dog needs. Okay. 25% of the dog's diet then needs to be complex carbohydrates. So you're talking about rice, oats, lentils, sweet peas, starchy vegetables like potatoes. Again, sweet potatoes, winter squash. All this is good. Fats. You got to get some oil, some fats in their diet. Fish oil is probably best, followed by coconut oil, followed by olive oil. Okay. And again, calcium, depending on what you got, depending on the dog, because some dogs have dairy allergies. Eggs or crushed eggshells are very good for the dogs, just like they're good for your garden. Okay. Now, pretty much all of what I just told you is prepper stuff. We grow it, we raise it, whatever, okay? And it ain't $15 a pound. So let me get into, I'm going to show you how to make what I'm going to make here real fast. So be back in a minute. Okay, so now I got this set up. So I'll show you here what we got here. So it's another cooking segment, except this one's with me. So, all right, so here's what I'm using for ingredients. And I want to give you this. Is dogs, just like people, all right, don't want the same food over and over and over again. So you can mix and match whatever you have, whatever, gee, I've got a whole bunch of extra X in the garden, so make it out of here. So what I'm using for this is a couple of cans of beef, okay, just your roast beef in cans, whatever, a cup of rice, a can of pumpkin, which you can't really see there, but it's there, okay. A carrot, like I told you, my dogs love carrots, all right. Some frozen broccoli, because I don't have any fresh, because it's January. Some frozen spinach, again, same thing, because it's January, but I've got the frozen stuff. Some of my green beans, because I've got tons of green beans. This is still for my 2020 harvest. A hard-boiled egg, and some olive oil, all right? So I'm going to move some of this out of the way so I can get my pot here in front of me and you can see what I'm doing. But this is actually pretty simple, all right? So I'm going to take all my spinach, put it in there. I'm going to take all my broccoli, dump it in there. I'm going to take my pumpkin, dump it in there. I'm going to take some green beans. A little bit of the water is not going to hurt because we're going to boil this down anyway. See if we can actually get some of the green beans out. There we go. And we'll get some green beans in there. And then one other thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to get my potato peeler and I'm going to peel the carrot so it's in smaller pieces, okay? So let me do that, and then the next step, I got to put the rice in here too, but the water for the rice is boiling. That'll go in. The beef will go in after the vegetables are all cooked down and almost made like a puree. So let me put the carrot in there, and I'll see you guys over at the stove. Okay, so over to the stove, and I'm just going to kind of warm up, mash this all together. You know, like I said, my broccoli and my spinach was frozen, so we're going to warm this up, kind of blend all those flavors together, get everything mixed in here together so we've got, you know, all the vegetables kind of there. So once that heats up, I will show you what goes on next. Okay, so easy enough. You can see it's bubbling a little bit there. It's all warmed up. I'm going to add maybe a couple of tablespoons of olive oil to it. And I'm going to add all the beef, gravy and all. Get it in there. I'll scrape out the cans once I finish showing you here. Okay. And, whoops, move that around. And all my rice. Dump that all in. And now I'm going to mix this all together. And I will scrape out these other two pans, and then I will show you what we got going on next. Okay, and there you go. So out of that pot, I got what would be probably the equivalent of 2 of those Tupperware things full. I've got 1.5 full. I put a ladle scoop in each one of their bowls because they've already had breakfast, so they usually don't get a lunch. But the other thing, the eggs are only in Daffy's bowl because Copper's got a poultry allergy. So he doesn't get the eggs, but Daffy gets the eggs, so that's it. So there is dog food for a prepper. And there you go, guys. There's 2 happy dog butts happily eating what we just made. So obviously we get to see the back ends of a dog because the front ends are busy. But there you go. There's feeding Fido for a prepper. Have a good afternoon, guys. Pinball out.